How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today's an exciting one. It's update day for Goddess of Victory Nikke. We've got so much to go over. We have a new character, we have new skins, we have dev notes, and I want to go over it a bit and just give some of my thoughts and opinions on everything that is coming out for Goddess of Victory Nikke. So to kick us off, let's start with the developer's note for March 2026. So let's just jump right into it. So we got a message from the director saying, with spring around the corner, they wanted to share some important updates and improvements coming to the game. Firstly, let's start with the regroup feature. So in modes like Interception, Solo Raid Museum, and Union Raid, often, we want to get high records. And for many people, they had to reorganize their squad. They actually had to restart the entire game client. So they've introduced a regroup feature so that you can go in and change these squads so you don't have to exit the whole game to do so. This will be implemented in the March update. So that is today that will be coming out. So that's really cool. Then we have improvements to anomaly interception rewards. So these rewards, they are introducing and they'll be increased starting from phase 1. So acquisition of custom modules and T9 equipment are going to be much easier to obtain, especially during things like full burst day, and or if you reach phase 7 in anomaly interception, you'll get a bit more rewards for that. Obviously, some of these updates or these custom modules, you were supposed to be able to earn them through daily missions and service content like in the beta, but that has obviously been delayed a bit, as we know, and we don't necessarily know when more surface content updates will be coming. So it's good that we'll be able to get some more of these rewards from Inception instead in the meantime. So this will come as part of the April update. Now, implementation of improvements to the view mode as well is something that they've changed. So you'll be able to see the visuals, and they'll be more identical to how you'll see them in actual combat rather than how they were being seen in the view mode. So it will be a bit more accurate. So that's battle animations and motions of characters, not cameras, in the view mode. Then, most importantly, the March event, which is called 2x2 Love. And it comes with a whole bunch of new features they're trialing, like a new mini game that's going to be more like a visual novel, like a romance visual novel. I think that's going to be really cool. And we're going to jump into a bit more detail about that soon. And the story is actually going to change depending on the choices you make as you play through it. So that's more the mini game part of it. But there's a whole lot of other stuff coming with that too. And we are also getting closer as they wrap up the dev notes. They talk about the April event, which at this stage, I think we all know is going to be the half anniversary. So that's really exciting that that's going to be coming soon. And they're saying that this event that we're going into might even be the same scale as the half anniversary, or that's sort of how it's being phrased here, which I think is really interesting. But we do know they love to do a big event sometimes right before these anniversaries so that people spend a little bit more too. And we're going to touch on that soon as well. But I mean, that's all really exciting as a very passionate player. So let's jump into some of the interesting things, such as starting with the event. So as they mentioned, 2x2 Love, we are focusing on two characters specifically here. It's going to be Arcana and Privity. It's going to include this visual novel style of mini game as well. And it's going to be following the commander going to assist at the vocational school to make sure everything sort of goes smoothly. We are getting a new character from this, which is, I'll show you now, this is Arcana Fortune Mate. It's very interesting to see her getting an altar this early on. Obviously, she only released late last year, so it is surprising she did get an altar so quickly. But if you do notice here, it's not a limited recruit. So you will more than likely be able to get this from standard pickup recruitment sometime after the ending of this event. But we'll also dive a little bit more into her kit. So she is a shotgun user, and she is, as we can see here, she is a burst too. So she's an attacker, shotgun user, and her code is fire. From the quick bit of going over her kit that I have done, I think, yes, she'll be a little bit of a staple when it comes to shotgun teams, but Whether she sees long-term playability in the meta, I'm not so sure. But let's just look at her abilities here. So, shotgun, ammo capacity, 9 rounds, reload time, 2.33 seconds. Affected targets deals 222.8% of attack as damage and deals 200% of damage when attacking a core. So her skill 1 is called Keepsake Album. It's a passive skill. It activates when full burst ends, affects all shotgun wielding allies. So there you can see that shotgun cohesion. Attack is 13% of the caster's attack times the stack count of precious memories for 15 seconds. So that's another one of her abilities. So it activates when happy memories takes effect. It affects self. Snapshots of youth, normal attack damage multiplied times 10% continuously, stacks for up to 3 times. Activates when full burst ends, affecting itself, removing, making memories, and removes snapshots of youth. So it ties very closely in with her other abilities, obviously being a passive. Let's look at skill 2 and 3 here. Memories and moments activates when performing attacks while in memory and moment status, affects self. Effect changes according to the number of attacks. The effect of each phase does not stack, resets when making memories is removed. 2 times, reload 6 rounds. 4 times, happy memories, number of pellets, continuously stacks up to 3 times. 6 times, precious memories attack increases by 2.49% continuously and stacks for 3 times. Activates when using burst skill, affects all shotgun wielding allies except self. Attack damage increases 55% for 10 seconds. And lastly, Radiant Youth. It's got a cooldown time of 20 seconds, so slightly higher. Affects self, making memories. Function increases attack capabilities. Effect 1, so it has 3 sort of stacking attacks here. Effect 1, critical rate up 20.09% continuously. Effect 2, reloads 2 rounds. And effect 3, attack damage increase 29.99% continuously. It affects all enemies and deals 554.4% of final attack as burst skill damage. So to sort of break that down, that's a whole lot of words. Basically, she's a burst 2 fire with shotgun abilities that sort of affects her team, but a lot of her buffs are self buffs. She's going to be buffing herself to deal a whole lot of fire damage, especially towards the core. I mean, let's talk about playability. As I said, great for a shotgun team. Do we have better fire burst 2s? Yes. I mean, off the top of my head, Grave was one of the first ones that came to mind. Also, obviously, she uses a machine gun, like a AR, but a lot of self buffs, not as much towards the team. I think it's hard to say. So I think in terms of meta, she's going to be not widely used. I think that's pretty evident. For shotguns, yes, if you're running a full shotgun team, I don't know why you're doing that, but sure, that's great. So overall playability is 50-50. I think maybe there could be some use in some fire teams, potentially, depending on the sort of loadout build that you're using. There could be some use there. Maybe not even as the main burst 2, maybe as a backup B2. So I'm not fully sold on these abilities, but I'd love to see it a bit more in testing. But I think what we can talk about is the character itself. If she is your waifu, obviously you can pull away. I won't be stopping you. If you are wanting her for your collection, if you want to basically have your Nikkepedia all filled out, then sure, pick her up. But we have 2nd anniversary just around the corner. We potentially could be getting overspec Neon, overspec Anise. I mean, the options are still there. If you are free to play and you'd rather save your gems, save your pulls for an event that is the half anniversary or the anniversary, or for the next pilgrim, which could be whenever, I think you could pass up on this character, and realistically. As a collector, I quite like Arcana. I think I will probably try to just get 1 copy of her. I'm not going to try to max break her or anything like that. I think her design is cool. I do like her character. So 1 copy is fine for me. If you do have the resources and it is just about collectivity for you, yes, then 1 copy should be more than sufficient. Save your resources for half year anniversary. But we do have some other cool things to look at here. We have the new gacha costume, Privity, Shy Teacher. This one's really cool. I can't show you more of the details about this one because I don't think YouTube will like that. But do go check this one out. This is a really cool skin. I'm probably going to be trying to get this one. I like it. I think it's really cool. Even though I'm using like the Chinese New Year type of skin that came out for her, I do quite like that one. I think I'll probably be switching to this one, and I need to improve my Privity's build a little bit at the moment, so this will definitely motivate me to do that so I can use her a bit more. She has a solid burst 3, so for all the beginner players out there, Privity, it's a good place to start for building a really early game B3 for campaign. Moving on, we have a collaboration skin reveal. We have the Viper Heartbeat Temptation skin. This will be available through a in-game code, which you will receive if you purchase the Nikke Razer products. I'm assuming it's going to be like headphones or keyboard, something to that effect, mouse. They haven't fully unveiled everything yet, but this is the skin that will be available to you through the CD gift key. Here's another close-up version. I believe there's some custom animations and stuff that goes with it. Personally, I've got the bunny skin for Viper, so I'm not too fussed about this one at all. It doesn't necessarily stand out to me, but is it cool? Yeah, will I be rushing out to buy a Razer product because they've done this Nikke collab? Probably not. There are better skins for Viper, in my opinion, but this is cool nonetheless. It did kind of remind me of when Arknights did their KFC collab. If any of you were around for that, I think that was only available for Japan, and sort of the way that it was tied in, I don't know, just with the headphones and everything, it kind of reminded me of how those collaborations were handled. It is cool to see Nikke expanding into more areas though, and maybe we'll get some more exclusive collaboration skins in the future. I know we did get the Stellar Blade one, the racing skin for Scarlet. I think that one was kind of cool, and I do have that one. I loved Stellar Blade, but yeah, that's an interesting one right there. Lastly, they also unveiled a few more skins here, so ones that are coming out soon. So obviously we just did a look at the Viper skin. Then let's talk quickly about Vesti Tactical Upgrade and Sora. So these will be available through Mission Pass type skins. I believe one of them is going to be your April Mission Pass. The other one is going to be like an extra mission pass that you can acquire. Then we can talk about Clay as well. This one is pretty cool. This is for a 21-day login event. It's called Cheer Up Training. It's a really nice skin there, and that one will be for free. So all you have to do is log in every day for the time this will be available, and you'll be able to pick up that skin for free. And one of the last things I did want to touch on here as well is sort of the reaction to the character and the event between the sort of different regions as well, as I always find that quite interesting. From the Ian side, I noticed it was a little bit more negative. I mean, obviously because she had recently been released, a lot of people didn't really understand why she's getting a variant. I know that there's lots of other characters in the game that a lot of people do love. Even for myself, there's a few that haven't received a favorite item or even a skin. And it would be great to see some of those other characters even get those things or a variant. But to compare it to the Japanese side, the JP reaction to this, they were loving her. I was watching the live updates on the X post, and they were just absolutely going crazy when they saw the reveal of the character, and then of course her animations and things like that. So there's definitely some juxtaposition between the two. I think Ian, although it's a bit more negative, a lot of them are looking at it from a more meta perspective, where the Japan player base was looking at it from a more positive perspective. So that was just something interesting I wanted to include in here. I think in the end, it's just going to be personal preference if you want to pick her up or not. And same with all these skins as well. As I said, half anniversary is just around the corner. And if that's something you want to save towards, maybe that's a better option. But please let me know down below, is this a skip for you, or will you be picking up any of the skins as well? I'd love to hear and see and talk about more of this in the comments down below. So let me know. And hopefully in the next video, we'll be doing maybe a playthrough of the mini game, the visual novel. I'm interested to see if you can sort of play through it in one go, or will it be broken down and you have to play little bits of it every day. So I'll see what I can do about that, but I'd love to do a playthrough of that too. I mean, thank you all for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one where we'll hopefully be jumping into the new story. I hope you all love the updates, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.